my bag, swag. That's my bag, swag. That's my bag, swag.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to my channel. My name is Felipe Charming, and if you want to see how I go from geek to fleek, then keep watching this video. What's up, charms? Alright, first things first, let's get rid of these glasses. I'm gonna take my Biofinity contacts, slap those puppies in. I took the liberty of doing my brows off camera. If you guys want to get into my brow routine, I'll link that video down below. And then I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl Pro Orange Color Corrector and use that to color correct any dark marks or areas that I may have. And then I blend it out with my orange Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. And I did forget to show you guys how I prime on camera, but off camera I primed using Angel Veil Skin Perfecting Primer from NYX and Rose Water from Mario Badescu. This Rose Water is the plug. It makes my face last all day long and I live for it. I'm so here for it. If you haven't gotten into it, you need to now. And then once I'm done blending in all of my color corrector, I take my CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous foundation in the color 315 and I just evenly distribute that all over my face. I'm not gonna lie, on this day I did wear a little bit too much foundation. Reason why is because after a few hours my face started to crease just a little bit, but it wasn't anything that a little setting powder couldn't fix. Yeah, basically, and then I blend that in with my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. And I know the color match looks a little off, but once I blend it in, highlight, contour, and it oxidizes a little bit, it always looks perfectly fine for me. And then once most of my foundation is blended in, I don't usually do this, but this day I felt the need to. I take my LA Pro Girl Concealer in the color Beautiful Bronze and this Equal Tools concealer brush, and I kind of just straighten my hairline a little bit just to make it more defined and straight. And then I take this eyeshadow brush from Equal Tools as well with this Giordano Colors palette, and I take the black and I kind of just straighten out my hairline a little bit just to make it darker and define my edges a little bit. And then this is where everyone else messes up. They do not blend it out. Blend it out. These beauty sponges exist for a reason. This Real Techniques sponge is literally everything. And as far as this technique goes, I literally see this as me blending my closure with my actual part. And then once I'm done with that, I take this Equal Tools foundation brush and Black Radiance pressed powder in the color Creamy Beige, and I just kind of set my foundation just so that my skin doesn't get too oily. And then once I'm done setting my face, I take my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Toffee to highlight under my eyes, my chin, the bridge of my nose, and my forehead. Once I'm done blending that out, I take my Maybelline Better Stay Concealer. I'm not sure what shade this is because it doesn't say on the bottle, but yeah. Yeah, I just do this just to kind of like brighten my highlight a little bit more and kind of take that yellow undertone out of it because I don't like it to be too yellow and blend in with my foundation too much. And then once I'm done blending out all of my highlight colors, I take this e.l.f. shimmer powder to bake. I've been using this to bake for maybe the past 2 months. I really like it. It makes my highlight last all day. It doesn't give me flashback or anything of the sort. If anything, the yellow powder gave me more of a flashback than this one. And then I take, guess what I use to contour my face? I use LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Mahogany. I love LA Girl Pro Concealer. It is literally the plug. $3 for good concealer. It does not get any better than that. And then to contour my nose, I like to take this black opal cream foundation stick in the color Black Walnut. It's not as shadowy and harsh as mahogany, so it's more of a warm, softer contour color, as opposed to like having a super harsh snatched nose. I like to keep it like warm and natural. And then to set and warm up my contour, I like to take this Beauty Treats bronzer palette that I found at Ross for like $5. Oh my gosh, this was a steal. I use this like on a daily to kind of warm up my bronzer, to make it warm up my contour to make it a little less harsh. And yeah. And I always go back with my Black Radiance pressed powder just to kind of soften everything up. And then I take the same bronzer palette to illuminate my brow bone, my upper brow, my bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, my cheekbones, my cupid's bow, and the center of my forehead. Basically, you want to put the illuminator everywhere that your face would shine without makeup on. In case anybody's wondering, I got this brush from e.l.f. It's a fan brush, but it doesn't completely do the job. That's why I'm using it in my finger. I kind of just use it to feather my highlight out just a little bit more. And then once I'm done with that, I take my L'Oreal Infallible setting spray and my rose water again, because my rose water, literally, I use it as my setting spray and my primer. It makes my face last all day long. And once I'm done setting my face, I take my Lash Accelerator Endless from Rimmel London and kind of, fleek the brows and the lashes out a little bit. That's my little secret, my little, just to add some dimension to my brows like I mentioned in my tutorial. And then I just do a little touching up of the brows. Alright, that's it for my face. And then I take out my Bantu knots and I just tease them with my pick a little bit. Kind of separate them with my hands. I have a video on this too. I'll link that video down below as well. Last minute makeup touch-ups, a little bronzer, and I'm done. And that's my full face routine. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to follow me on all my social media. Everything will be linked down below. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace!